Friday night. Went to the Grindcore show. I was the oldest person there, except for the bands and the people selling NOS.
What is NOS?
A tank of nitrous oxide. Kids like to get high on NOS.
Like teenagers?
Yeah, balloons. It happens at all punk shows. People bring a tank, you fill up balloons, 2 for $5, 3 for $5, you know, depending. Not my vibe. But yeah, it was very weird. Like, there was no adults. There was no adults at this show. I was the oldest. But the bands are going wild. I saw 3 fights. I only caught the last 2 bands, but I saw more fights than I did bands. 2 of the fights was with the same guy because he was all nosed out trying to fight women. So he got kicked out of the show once. And he came back to fight with another girl outside of the show. And I think it was just because he was all weirded out on the nos, man. But his face was fucked up. He was super bloody. And then there was just like another fight between like 2 teenagers. But it was super wild. The fucking passenger side mirror got ripped off and stolen.
Of my car.
Of your car.
And I didn't go to the show.
No, Shmoo did not go to the show. I went to the show. The car was vandalized. I liked the bands. Raw Topsy was sick. The other band was really sloppy though. I don't remember which one it was.
Were they as sloppy live as the recording?
Yeah. I love the Grindcore dad. He was clearly there, like, chaperoning his kid. Like, he tried to offer me a beer, and he was like, "You look old enough to have one of these." And I didn't like it. I felt like it was like a weird neg.
It's a neg / he's hitting on you.
Yeah, it's like a neg / hit on. It was not the vibe. And I was like, no. I just pretended like I was a child. I was like, oh no, I can't have that. I don't drink.
What percentage of them were smoking weed?
All of them.
What percentage of them were doing NOS?
All of them.
Wow, okay.
There was a bunch of very fucked up teenagers. I felt very awkward. Like, I felt out of place. I felt weird and old.
Yeah, but you're a fan of the music.
But I love Grindcore. Basically, I'm one of the old Grindcore guys at a show now.
What do you love about Grindcore?
I love the raw aggression. I love the blast beats. I love the vulgar subject material. But you know what? There's like no women my age at a show like that, you know what I mean? It's mostly young teenagers. And then if you are at a Grindcore show and you're over 30, you're a dude. It's like a very, it's like D&D, right?
Right.
Yeah, maybe some girls like D&D, but most people over 30 playing D&D are dudes. It's a sausage fest vibe. It's like always funny now being like the old femme at a Grindcore show. But yeah, I saw more fights than bands, man. That shit was wild. And then
you returned
and then Shmoo's car got vandalized.
Which you drove to the show.
Yes.
You drove my car to the show.
Yes. Because my car's a piece of shit, so. You know what? I bet you if I drove my piece of shit, nothing would have happened to my piece of shit car.
Exactly.
It's because I went to the hood.
That's what you do when you do hood rat shit.
Yeah, you gotta take your hood rat car so nobody fucks with your
Exactly.
shit. But it was a good time.
Give me the weed, pass me a joint, let's hold your